To answer these questions plus many more, John K. Oke and Princess Elesa Vanche Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub, for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9. Freedom Communication Incorporated brings to you Freedom Hub. Freedom Hub, a 2-hour informative forum where key issues are discussed to shift the destiny of our country positively.
They see allegation of corruption. There are multiple cases where current officials of this government are being alleged to be deeply involved with corruption. Why not subject them to the same treatment? If Master Kimia can be good enough to go to prison on allegation of corruption, I mean, Moda should be good enough to go to prison as well.
This is to me, you know exactly what happened up Capitol. You have the evidence to prove what happened up Capitol beyond all reasonable doubt. So we do not have to keep running in circles. Investigation is now a single day. The government of Liberia is an interest. It's a party in this case.
Despite of the many challenges in Liberia, poor education, joblessness, and underdevelopment, the question are, how will Liberians be reconciled with self-division, divisive, and destructive politics?
Let me address this private jet issue. My response may not go down well. As Darius Dillon, who campaigned against private jet, use of private jet against President Weah, I want to publicly apologize to President Weah. We did not understand the constraints and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting president, Joseph Boakai, and his men to try to tear our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? To answer these questions plus many more, John K. Oke and Princess Elesa Vanche Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub, for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9. Freedom Communication Incorporated brings to you Freedom Hub. Freedom Hub, a 2-hour informative forum where key issues are discussed to shift the destiny of our country positively.
They see allegation of corruption. There are multiple cases where current officials of this government are being alleged to be deeply involved with corruption. Why not subject them to the same treatment? If Master Kimia can be good enough to go to prison on allegation of corruption, I mean, Moda should be good enough to go to prison as well.
This is to me, you know exactly what happened up Capitol. You have the evidence to prove what happened up Capitol beyond all reasonable doubt. So we do not have to keep running in circles. Investigation is now a single day. The government of Liberia is an interest. It's a party in this case.
Despite of the many challenges in Liberia, poor education, joblessness, and underdevelopment, the question are, How will Liberians be reconciled with self-division, divisive and destructive politics?
Let me address this private jet issue. My response may not go down well. As Darius Dillon, who campaigned against private jet, use of private jet against President Weir, I want to publicly apologize to President Weir. We did not understand the constraints and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting president, Joseph Walker, and his men to try to have a country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? To answer these questions plus many more, John K. Oke and Princess Elesa Vanche Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub, for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9. Freedom Communication Incorporated brings to you.
Gabriel had to go see to the mainland too.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go Steve on the web post too.
Yeah, he said, I'm joining to go see to the web mainland too. They get money to the store, they will go take it from there. I said, my man, how many bars for the same lecture?
And how can the people catch you now?
The people. Before the man called me back, now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now.
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go Steve.
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the around about 8:30, the man called me. He said, "Oh, my man, I'll let you be there and call you back again."
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
You live for your working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go Steve now?
No, I'm not go Steve. I go Steve. I go to yeah. How you question me, man? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then you still questioning me, doubling the question. How made it talk clear?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I say.
When they call you in the now.
When the man call me in the
yeah.
He asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say, we are 3.
You told the message you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to the.
The message you want to give you what?
Tea. Hot milk tea. Hot milk tea.
Oh, milk tea?
Yeah.
For you to drink?
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of bread.
With egg inside?
With egg inside my butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry it to the man. When you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So the food man give you now, you carry it so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right. So one of my friends called me.
Yeah, the same man you going to now.
Yeah, the same man.
The man tell you say he want for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then they are 2 now.
In a jeep.
In a jeep. Then they are 2.
A big jeep.
Yeah.
That one.
Black BG, photo G. Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
air condition all inside.
No, Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the water now. You can judge people.
I just asking you a question. Sorry.
You can judge people like can come. Say, Ali, you take that.
Taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Say, I can take time
to explain. Yeah. Okay.
Guess what? The people come and pay. I swear. How will we eat here with me? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you to us. You even claim to even be the hero for your experience, but why you to us? So why the rest now stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest assured your kids can't go. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping body, bringing poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people. I hate to say you not love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. You say you are going to change things, but we're not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. We're not seeing changes. You made the whole country divide into CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. I will have drama 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 drama. You wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing. You wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, the rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. Yama 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 yama.
Okay, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Hub on 87 today. My name is Kyle Oliver Kine, Princess Alexa Vanjakori is my able lieutenant. She's here and ready. Jointly, we'll run up to 6 o'clock today to bring you all of what you need to know about your country, Liberia. See many things happening in the country. A lot of issues going on in the Republic of Liberia, near the coast of the Nile. Two Liberian ladies, two women, two of our compatriots lost their lives at the Redemption Hospital because of neglect. The so-called rescue government, under a so-called rescue administration, Liberians are dying right before the doors of the hospital. Government hospitals are denying patients, refusing to care for the patients because of inadequate, facilities and sometimes as a result of medical workers' own personal issues. The last time at the very Redemption Hospital, a lady gave birth right outside the fence. And as a matter of fact, just 2 nights ago, two women, their only crime is to go to a government hospital to seek medical attention. Unfortunately, they died right before the entry If that's exactly what it is, before gaining access to the facility, the group of them gave up the goals because they were being neglected by hospital authorities based on the preliminary investigation we've conducted. If this is sad, if this is pathetic, if this is not the rescue government I was promised, we're going to talk more about those issues right here on the platform. More to it, the Alternative National Congress, the ANC, specifically the political leader, Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings, has written the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission for the sole purpose of investigating the mysterious $10 million mansion in Foya, Lupa County. The last time President Joe Bwaka said he didn't know anything about the project. In no time, we saw a video where he was seen visiting the land even before the first foundation was dug. The last time, a media professional, somebody who we respect so very well in the media, they came up and said his investigative findings made him to understand that the project was built as a surprise to President Joe Bwaka. Oh yes. Fast forward, the last time we checked, the Deputy Minister for Public Affairs at the Ministry of Information, Daniel Sano, the man whose job it is to insult political leaders of opposition political parties in the country, told the Liberian people that the project was a Mano River Union project. Okay. He later took that back, as a matter of fact. And so with all the different controversial information regarding the mysterious $10 million project in Foya, the Alternative National Congress decided to write the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission since they think they can see, since the LCC won't see the other corruption. The ANC, as a political institution in the country, has decided to write the LACC to have this issue brought, to bed. All of these issues, plus many discussions, will constitute today's menu here on 87.9. Like I said, my name is Kai. Alexa is here. We do not have John Roosevelt today. We are hoping he will be here next week. But keep listening. And for those of you who are playing the cash giveaway, remember the code remains the same. *255*1# for Lone Star Cell MTN users. And for those of you who are subscribers of Orange Money, you can dial *255*6#. With $50 Liberian on today's edition, you stand a chance to win between 2,500 LD to 10,000 Liberian dollars. The more you play, the better your chances are. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you our sponsors. Oh yes, Tip Me Liberia, Crime Stoppers Liberia, and the rest of it. Let's take a break to be right back. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you.
The people bringing safety to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the sector to interior. Keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the sector to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the sector to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Okay, Alexa, good afternoon. Welcome, my dear.
Hello, Oliver, and I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. We have a lot to talk about today, and we'd like to welcome you to today's presentation of Freedom Hub. A lot is happening in Liberia, and as you may know, we're here every day, it's every weekday, except for Friday,
Mhm.
to talk about all the happenings in the country. And today is no exception because, of course, a lot is happening. And I think we're going to talk about one of the saddest news stories reported earlier today. It started last night, but yeah, we're going to talk about that as well. So we'd like to welcome.
Okay, so too many things happening. A lot of issues happening in the republic. President Joe Bwaka's country is giving us a lot of negative stories on a daily basis. Interestingly, the hospital that is supposed to cater to the well-being of the Liberian people is now closing her doors to the very Liberian people the hospital is supposed to be catering to. So we saw that happen at Redemption a couple of months ago, where a lady gave birth right outside. And the only reason why that happened was because Redemption said it did not have bed. There was no bed. Secondly, the family could not, produce the initial admission fees, and so forth. In a rescue country, a country under rescue agenda, we find these things happening. And when we say it, people say we are being politically, strong and tense against the administration, but this is pathetic. I mean, so to speak, this is pathetic. You don't have, you know, to be a unity partisan or a CDCN or whatever the case is, to understand how pathetic the situation is, just by you being a human, with the sense of I mean, like the former speaker Chambers would say, with the sense of reasonableness, you will understand that it should not be happening in this country. No, it shouldn't. To find not JFK, redemption closing her doors on people, and as a result, people are dying. Man, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't, but we'll play you all of the voices. We'll
Yeah,
bring you all of the actualities.
it is a sad thing. It
Mhm.
really it is. And I remember, I think it was a couple of months back, we had a whole conversation here. And that was a video recorded by an ordinary young boy.
Mhm.
He sounded very angry.
Oh yeah.
And he, at a point in time, he was using some words that we had to play his video because of the situation. But he was very, very angry. He was pissed. And to some extent, you could sense the disappointment in his voice.
That's right.
And it happened again at the Redemption Hospital, not inside, but outside. Okay, where a young lady had gone there, and they were like, "Oh no, this cannot happen." And I didn't know that that lady was made to deliver outside of Redemption. Imagine you're in a space that is supposed to save you medically, but you're denied because they think you don't have what it takes for you to be treated. And just like that time, I think it is repeated again, and that's a problem because it is really really sad where you have young mothers trying to just have treatment. They want to pay medically, and it is also very crazy because this should be about you prioritizing a person's life
Mhm.
rather than, oh no, if you're not getting money to pay, we'll not get this. All these things. So it seems like the people, yeah, the people continue to feel ordinary Liberians. The system is actually failing Liberians, and it doesn't make sense because every day you're going to get up in the morning, you're going to have another very unfortunate story reported by different news outlets in the country. But I guess we're going to talk about this in detail later on after we play the most recent report, and yeah, so far so good. And also why that was reported, Oliver. You had different individuals just sharing their very own experiences, right? So sometimes it happens to one person before everyone else, starts to explain their own ordeal, like what happened to them and what they've experienced, what they continue to experience on a daily basis. So at this point in time, I think we're just living in this country by the very special grace of God. Because if that is not the case, you're just going to go somewhere, you're going to go to life. So you're going to die at the end of the day, which is not a good thing because this should be about protecting citizens. This should be about, prioritizing their lives and their welfare as well. Imagine how many more babies would not be born safely. Imagine how many more mothers are going to die because they don't have money, because they're being told there's no things as a major problem in the country. We talk every day, but people do not listen, because if they had listened, I'm sure we'll not be here discussing this, because what happened at Redemption a couple months back, it was very serious. But here we are.
Okay, so basically, I think the government should be focusing on helping these hospitals. The government should be concerned about improving the healthcare,
Oh yeah.
services in the country, instead of running behind people like Yeka Kolubar, who will not treat the poor people who are seeking medical attention. The government needed to have, focus more on strengthening the medical services in urban Liberia, specifically in Montserrado. Other than taking 40, 46, 47 lawmakers to RLJ, where bulk of them were involved with extra social, activities capable of ruining their marriages, and so forth. Drinking excessively, we're told people were bustling alcohol and other stuff. So, by the way, these are things that the government should be focused on instead of focusing on the critical issues affecting the people. The government is always in the business of looking for something that's not going to benefit the Liberian people. Imagine how much money was used during the illegal speaker remover. Now, do you think about how much money is being reported to have been spent on the attempt to remove Yaka Kolba, because the case is still pending? And you can think about the rest of it. How much money was used, to manipulate the former owner, I mean, the owner of CDC former headquarters. How much money was used to manipulate, his mind? Today, the place is abandoned. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it, but it is abandoned. We are told they are back in court. So
Yeah.
so you remove CDC and you're back in court. But just think about how much money the government spent undercover, to manipulate that process. Now, when you find, what is this? Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna do that now. So when you think about how much reckless spending this government, has been involved with, then you think about people dying at Redemption only because they can't afford common, admission fees, or better still, no bed at the hospital. I mean, it doesn't make sense when President Joe Baka is building a $3 million mansion in his rehab facility. Somebody say on the alley, I do not care about what it is. The next government will decide what happens. But come on, you're spending $3 million on a warehouse project, according to you. But it's not a warehouse though. On apartment structure, when beds are unavailable in Redemption, people are dying. Two ladies, two mothers. These are two, either girlfriends or wives of two Liberian men. I mean, people will not see their grandmothers again. People will not see their sisters again. Somebody will not see their cousin. That is how pathetic it is. But the president is driving in two vehicles, purchased, at a cost of around 1.3 million US dollars. Two bulletproof vehicles, brand new. Abandon the one that his predecessor, left behind for him. Bought two brand new Lexus Jeeps at a cost of around $1.3 million. When Redemption cannot have common hospital beds, hospital bed, they cannot have it for people who are desperately in need of medical attention. I mean, look at what's happening to the country. I mean, nobody would have ever thought that under a Joe Baka government, with all of what was said, by his campaigners and he himself, about strengthening healthcare and providing the best for the Liberian people. Nobody would have thought that this would be the fate of Liberians. That you go to hospital, instead of you being treated and being well, you'll be subjected to unforeseen, tragedy. You'll be subjected to untimely death. I mean, this is terrible. A serious matter country will start to sue the Ministry of Health, that is playing the supervisory role over redemption. I mean, we can't keep having this thing in the country when officials of government are lavishing government resources. Yeah, the last time the information minister went to celebrate a birthday, they were wasting money on a musician. Wasting money on a musician. I mean, too many neglect. People are being neglected. The country is difficult. But yet still the government, instead of running after important things, the government will start running behind, trivial issues that got no bearing on the progress of the people and so forth. But listen, I want you to take your time and listen. I want all of you to take your time and listen to this piece. Please take your time and listen to this. Listen, take your time. Okay. Hold on, let's see.
Also, you can see a condition high. Look, now that you're in a
oh my.
Them Oma, why bring the other? Then you can also you can see a condition high. Look, now that you're in a security to take your own time to come when he open the door. And when inside. Then she said them, Oma, why bring the other? Then you can also you can see a condition high. Look, now that you're in a security to take your own time to come when he open the door. And when inside. Then she said them, Oma, why bring the other? Then you can also you can see a condition high. Look, now that you're in a security to take your own time to come when he open the door.
Okay. All right. So hold on. I'm going to bring you the other angle of it. This is just a bit of what we know. This is just a bit of what we know. Let's see if we can bring you. Okay. Yeah. That's what it is. But this is what an eyewitness, somebody who was on the ground of Redemption Hospital on the fateful night when the thing happened. This is what an eyewitness said. A country called Liberia. And I remember a movie called A Country Called Ghana. But this is it. A country called Liberia under a supposed to be rescue agenda. This is happening in the Republic.
Two bodies lying on the ground right before redemption. The people been here since this morning. And our doctors are requesting for money before treating. As we speak, they are lying lifeless right before the gates of redemption. Two bodies lying on the ground right before redemption. The people been here since this morning. And our doctors are requesting for money before treating. As we speak, they are lying lifeless right before the gates of redemption.
Okay, so this is an account of one of the eyewitnesses. He was there. He was doing the video, and letting us know exactly what it is. Other eyewitnesses will report that the hospital even went to the extent of telling the people, "Say no bail, no bail, so we can't admit these people." And one after the other, the both of them had to give up the ghost right before the hospital that is supposed to be catering for them.
So we are currently here at Redemption. This first body you are seeing with a green laptop is the woman who brought a girl in the orange lab bed. And when they arrived, Redemption people requested for money. And they said no bed and no money, she will not be treated. Woman instantly fell. As we speak now, the two people are lying lifeless right before the main gates of Redemption. So we are currently requested for money. And they said no bed and no money, she will not be treated. Woman instantly fell. As we speak now, the two people are lying lifeless right before the main gates of Redemption.
All right. Okay. So this is what's happening. The last time, imagine two women pronounced dead only because of one single thing. The same thing that been killing people to Redemption Hospital. The same thing that been killing people to Redemption Hospital under Joe Boakai. Neglect. Nothing else but neglect. Here is another account of redemption neglecting citizens. In this one, a lady went to give birth. We are told that she could not afford what they were charging. Moreover, they started telling her, say, no babe. And so she had to give birth right outside the hospital.
Oh yeah, we don't know stupid. The very stupid man. You know, I don't care more is about to eat money. The stupid as a living inside. Yeah, it's working. I'm going to chat on long. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, la retention hospital, one of the biggest hospital in La Bro. They want to put a woman inside, a woman gave birth right from the hospital. As you can see, you see how they play pass over the woman laying down on the ground. You want to go there, you are so women in there. Oh yeah, retention post. The very stupid. You know, I don't care more is about the eat money. The stupid living inside. Yeah.
Okay, so you see, we managed to. I mean, we apologize for the first one that came out raw like that, but this is what happened couple of weeks ago. At the same redemption, a lady went to give birth, my people. Imagine her only crime is to increase the population of our country, Liberia. Went to redemption with the hope that the government hospital will provide care. What did she see? She was neglected.
Yeah, la retention hospital, one of the biggest hospital in La Bro. They want to put a woman inside, a woman gave birth right from the hospital. As you can see, you see how they play pass over the woman laying down on the ground. You want to go there, you are so women in there. Oh yeah, retention post. The very stupid. You know, I don't care more is about to eat money. The stupid as a living inside. Yeah, it's working.
Okay, all right. So, Alexa and my people, can you imagine? This is how terrible the situation is.
Very.
This one is not politics. It is not politics. It's about humanity. The government has said the guys keep arguing that they have all of it. They know book. They got connection. They're smart. They're sophisticated. They have the solutions to the problem confronting the country. And interestingly, what do we see in Monrovia? Now, Alexa, imagine Monrovia Redemption Hospital in Nikru Town. People are giving birth outside under a Joe Baka government. What about Boji's town in Riverses? Now, you tell me what's going to happen in Philoclee, Grand Creek County. Or Wasonga, where Joe Baka is from. Tell me what will happen there. If 2 Liberian ladies can go to seek medical attention at Redemption, the hospital closed her doors. What if because they didn't have admission fees or no hospital bed? But the hospital closed her doors. One thing that is certain is the fact that the hospital shut her doors. And the 2 women had to pass out. Disgracefully, my people. Shamefully. Their country failed them. The president who said he came to rescue the country, he too failed them. They didn't deserve that kind of dishonor. No. They don't deserve it. Under a so-called rescue government. In Monrovia, people go to hospital, they can't be treated, they gotta die outside the hospital. And let's not talk about other people giving their accounts. When we did a post, and several other people started to post about the redemption situation, people started to tell us what they went through at JFK. Others started to mention different medical facilities. I do not care about the private private medical facility, in as much as I think they should also do better. But let's look at the government as supposed to be the regulator, because the private health facilities are supposed to be regulated by the government. Now, the government cannot regulate the private health facilities efficiently if the government herself is not providing the standard healthcare services to the very Liberian people who are the taxpayers. Now, you think about what's happening at Redemption, JFK, Clareton Clinic, Soliwan Clinic, Slipway Clinic, Dupo Road Clinic, Quebec Clinic, all of the different public health institutions in the country. Think about what's going on. Think about what they are encountering. Think about the kind of problems Liberians are going through. People are being killed daily. People go to seek medical attention in Monrovia. The same town Joe Baga riding $1.2 million vehicles in. The same town he's building a $3 million property in rehab. The same city, and people dying outside because no hospital bed. And somebody is opening the mouth somewhere in one taxi, in one bus, and opening the mouth and talking Joe Baga 12 years. What kind of heartless things happen in the country that why you open your mouth in the bus, in the taxi, and you arguing, you still talking Joe Baga 12 years? The same town Omen Baga is driving $1.2 million, cars in, is the same town people are being deprived of medical attention. They are dying outside the hospital. In the same town. Now you think about what happening in Celeste Town, Grand Gila County. You think about what happening in B and Doru in Nima County. Now I don't want to think about what happening in Gola District, Grand Kema County. Obama's Town in Bapalu. If in Monrovia, the capital, people can die outside the hospital. I don't say they die while taking treatment. They die outside the hospital because the hospital could not allow them in. Incapacitated to solve the problems. Then why are you hospital for? And we have a president who is supposed to be the rescue president. We have a government that we are supposed to call the rescue government. In the midst of all of the resources in the country, abundance of resources. You heard Representative Luther Collins? He said they proposed to bribe him with $15,000 and all other lawmakers who signed the resolution to remove the former speaker got their own portion of that money. Luther Collins, the representative, took the money and the list to the LACC today. LACC is yet to bring us up to speed with how far they've gone with the investigation. Now, I'm mentioning this to me. There are plenty money that the government continue to loosely spend while basic social services, healthcare services, and other important infrastructure, projects have been stalled. Missed priority. The government will prioritize witch hunting people. The government will prioritize spending money to politically indict people, to incriminate people, to find crimes on you when there are no crimes, to muzzle their political opponents. The government would rather spend millions and millions of dollars when people in Monrovia do not even have access to safe drinking water. The last time Gafan said people, Central Monrovia now got water supply. He was on the radio when people started passing in front of the very radio station with water kiosks, with push, and gallons of water in it. You are abandoning the important things you're supposed to be investing in. And the government is busying herself with trivial issues that got no bearings on the societal needs, on what the societal problems are. The government got no interest in solving societal problems. Their concern is to stop one man from becoming president. How do you stop Georgia from becoming the next president of this country when people die in the Redemption Hospital and you say it will make you stop Georgia from becoming the next president? The government number one agenda is Georgia will not come back. So even if a lady will have to go to Redemption and give birth right outside, to the annoyance of bystanders, to the point the little picking started insulting, they don't care. What they care about is to keep ringing one baseless slogan. Georgia will not come back. But Redemption Hospital, 2 Liberian women who's supposed to make sure Georgia ain't come back went to seek medical attention. They died because the hospital could not help them. But you open your mouth, you say, we will not come back. Look at the economy. Look at the situation happening in the country. Look at how things are terrible. Only for them to steal. Only for them to steal. Like Ebola we're talking about in the country. Ministry of Health said they want $4 million. From the $4 million, they want 500,000 just to pay hand sanitizer. Dr. Chris Duboyan said, no, that money too much. For us to get prepared for Ebola, we need just around $1 million and not $3 million. Who wants the extra $3 million? And that's how the same way they came to say they were finding $85 million for 285 yellow machine. And later on, when we pressurize it, they said yellow machine fees now, the figure now came out to $20 million. You are spending money recklessly in the country, pumping money to places you are not supposed to spend money. Why people are dying in Monrovia? Why people dying in Monrovia, man, people? You may think it is politics. But wait until you go to the hospital with your relative and you cannot seek medical attention. And the medical people cannot attend to your relative. That's when you know that it is nonsense on your part to keep supporting a government that promised to rescue the people and they cannot rescue the people in actuality. Continue arguing in the bus. Pray you don't get sick. And when you get sick, you must get money to go to advanced hospital. Pray your relative ain't get sick. And when they get sick, and when I get on the JFK, then you will experience the rescue agenda that you defending in a taxi. The rescue agenda that you defending in a Kilobin bus, then you will defend it. Pray. The folks promise to rescue the country. They're getting rich, enriching themselves. Let the public project in Lofa, Alexander Commission writing the international community for them to investigate. Liberians dying outside hospital. They cannot have access to medical care. He didn't even solve any hospital problem in this country. The first place he run the FOIA to go build $10 million project. Why people are dying right here in Nickel Town? Why JFK is now deteriorating? Oh no, I went to the maternal hospital, the place President Salif, was in charge of. When President Salif was in power, you go to the maternal hospital, you know that it is one of the best in West Africa. Go to the maternal hospital, JFK. Go there. Go to the maternal hospital at JFK today. Enter the flow. Go up step, enter the flow. By the time you enter the flow, you know that this place is not being taken care of. You know automatically that the place is not conducive for health. I mean, for people who go to seek health care. Alexa, you will understand how incapacitated these people are. You understand how inept they are. Go to JFK, the maternal hospital, the Bibele hospital. That's what I'm talking about. When people give birth, the hospital they can be in. The Japanese maternal center. When you pass on the street, the other gate, that's what I'm talking about. Go there. I know people who are listening to the radio who just from there, or people who go in there, or people who have gone there under Joe Baca will know how dirty the place is. Oh, because I don't want to talk here? The place is filtered up. Under a rescue government, I went there when President Salih was in power. I know how that place used to be decent. Go to that floor. Somebody get you water, you even want to drink it on that floor. Go there. Healthcare is breaking down in this country. The last time Alexa and I were reading a circular where they were increasing registration fees from Clarendon Clinic to Sleway Clinic to Soniway Clinic to Duboro Clinic. Government clinics are increasing fees when the services are deteriorating on a daily basis. Oh, you get $1 billion budget that only to put $100,000 on the president's travel card to buy him $1.2 million Jeeps. Oh, for Jeremiah Kuhn to get vehicle in a convo that he doesn't have use for. For Richard Kuhn to get 5 cars. A man who used to sell gas, ahead of time before he get money in your pocket, he now drives 5 cars. Let's say the lawmakers up Capitol Hill, they can get in gasoline coupon. And when they get in gas coupon, 2,500 gas coupon, right? So when they get it then, the man go and trade it. You carry the gas station, you get too far, they better give you 2,000 cash. So what they can do, the gas can be way there. And we in May, June gasoline, the lawmaker and some of them will go to a vendor and tell them, I got gasoline coming, like 2,500, but give me 2K. And give me $2,000. So the man will give you the 2,000. So when your $2,500 gasoline coupon arrives, you will take the whole 2,500 and give it to the man. The 500 is the interest of the person who gave you the loan. That's how Richard Kun used to do with gas. If Richard Kun say, let's do sasewu. No, I mean, that one I ain't want to argue with. Let's do sasewu. You know, yeah, like, no way we'll be able to find it out. But that man became speaker. Today, he has 5 vehicles in a convoy. 5 vehicles in a convoy. You think about how many drums of gasoline or fuel he's burning on a daily basis to be doing wow in Banave. When Redemption Hospital closing her doors because they cannot cater to people going in need of medical services under a so-called rescue administration. Are we talking the city cheering talking politics? What's political about it? What is political about a president who bragged about solving the problems in this country and under his watch, right before his eyes, in Monserrado, not even in the interior, people are dying outside a government hospital because they're not able to provide treatment for them. This is pathetic. Very, very pathetic. We don't want to play these things over and over. But I feel so hurt sometimes being a Liberian, especially under the Joe Barker era. Because when you listen to those things that were promised the Liberian people, when you listen to how sweet their campaign promises were, and think about what's happening today in the country, you tend to wonder as to who swore Liberia. You tend to wonder. That's how terrible it is. How do these people sleep when they go home? I mean, these officials of government who make a lot of money and watch people die because they refuse to cater to the pressing issue in the society. How do they sleep at night? Go visit government hospitals around the country. I didn't say you go different places. I say you go to the Maternal Hospital to JFK, the Maternal Ward. Go there. Go there. Under President Seli, I went there. The WIA administration, I went there. The very workers who are at JFK, they know what I'm talking about. The folks who are at the Japanese Maternal Hospital know what I'm talking about. The place is dirty. And that's how they can call it unkempt. Whatever the case is, that's how it is. Very, very funny. To be upset on that floor to get you water as a visitor, you're not able. Only those who there know, those who there, they are already used to it, and so they can manage it. Unless I dare you, you go up that floor, you're not able to drink. Under President Seli, you could eat biscuit in that hallway, in that corridor. Under President Weah, you could do the same. In less than 3 years, the guy's not able to maintain that place. I'm saying this because I want y'all to fix it. And unless I bet me, in the coming days, they will fix that hospital. And I mentioned it on the radio, they will fix it. The Maternal Hospital, the Be Better, the place where the Be Better can go deliver to JFK. Trust me, in the next couple of days, they will fix it. The first thing you need to do there is to start painting oil in the corridor. The next thing is to get additional beds. Get additional beds and open additional wards. Up steps on the floor. Go there. People who listen to the radio know what I'm saying. Look at community clinics across the country. Government hospitals across the country, clinics. Liberians are being deprived. Look at people who usually deliver to Duboro Hospital, Keba Hospital, Sumo Hospital, they pay so much money. They have increased the amount, Alexa. They have increased the amount. And these things are contributing to the suffering of the Liberian people. When we talk it, they say we don't know what we say. But we'll open up the lines shortly after Alexa. But that's the whole situation. Yeah, Redemption Hospital there. I don't even know what you're experiencing to your own hospital on your own side.
I am of the opinion that this is really sad, and no one should have to lose their life because they're refused an advanced or an improved healthcare service. Let's remove the advance, right?
But no one should have to lose their life because a hospital or people who are there are saying to you, we're sorry, we cannot have you here because you don't have money. I'm going to die on that hill. And no one, not a single person, should lose their life because of that. And the reason is very simple. I think, firstly, you prioritize this person's life and do what you can medically to save this person's life. After that, you talk money. Because how are you going to refuse me when I'm in a very critical condition because you're saying I don't have a particular amount to enable me get the help I need medically? So you are simply telling me, other words, I should die rather than you trying to help me medically. And that is a problem. That is a serious problem. Everyone has the right to health care services. Everyone has the right to that. And imagine this is actually happening in the nation's capital. This is happening in Monrovia. This is happening in Monserrado as a county. So what happens in different, counties across Liberia? What happens in Lofa County? What happens in Grand Jide? Imagine you're here where you're supposed to have all the advancement. You're supposed to have all the improved systems. Yet, 2 women died. Why? They not died because the condition was too critical. People carrying it inside the died. No. 2 women died because they were refused medical help from the people who should be able to save your lives. And you think this country is not in trouble? I'm sorry, but we're in serious trouble. Serious trouble. How many babies are not going to make it? How many mothers are going to lose their lives? And then when it is the moment for people to read all the beautiful speeches, they start to talk about, oh, it has been long since we recorded a couple of deaths when it comes to maternal mortality. Imagine. That's a mockery. Serious one. With all these things that are happening, the people who should be able to speak to this, the people who should be able to improve the system, they don't care. The president just had another cabinet meeting. I'm not sure that they actually discussed anything that, had to do with maternal mortality in the country. I'm not sure they had a conversation around that. I'm not sure. The people who are to make sure these systems are improved, because the thing about being on a rescue mission, it doesn't exclude other, sectors. No, it doesn't. You guys did not say we're coming to rescue just a particular sector. I did not hear that. It was not specified. You were not specific with the sectors you come to rescue. So, of course, healthcare is something that should be prioritized. You were talking about you have competing, priorities, and at the end of the day, maybe you need to focus on the president's project that's in FOIA. You need to focus on the president's project that's here in rehab. If that is something you think should be a priority, it means you have failed the citizens of this country. Because imagine the least you can do is to have people to be healthy while they go about hustling, while they go about surviving. But that cannot be awarded to them. That cannot be given to them. Because why? You have refused to work out the system. Imagine in Bomi, what happens when a mother needs medical care, when she needs safe delivery, when she doesn't have money? What happens? When the people look up to these big, referral hospitals here, and they're like, okay, so the people will be learning from a leader now. The thing happened to redemption, so we're not here for that thing. You not get money, we're not treating you. That could be a trend that should not be celebrated, a trend that should not be okay. When the first one happened, where that little boy was cussing the hell out of y'all, the girl not die or the woman not die. At least she had some women around her to help her. She not deliver on the interior road where she coming from on her farm. No. She not deliver on the road where she coming from in the market and she imping, as the people can call it. No. It happened in the compound. It happened around where you had a hospital. That's where it happened. You had nurses there. You had other medical practitioners there that could have helped her. But what happened? They talked about money again. Not everyone has resources. If people had the money, I can bet 100% they would not waste their time going to JFK, going to Redemption. They would not do that. They would rather seek medical help somewhere else, at a private medical facility, because they're spending their money. Obviously, they want to get what they're supposed to get. People go to you because you are an option. People go to you because you are the best alternative they have. So you should be able to help these people. It is not like you're doing them a favor. I'm sure one of the reasons we have all these, public medical facilities across the country is to be able to help ordinary people who are unable to afford. So a lady goes to you and she doesn't have money. And then you're still bent on this lady giving you money before she can be treated. What sense does it make? What sense does it make? It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me at all. It means we're going to record a lot of deaths. Unfortunately, that's the best way I can say it. We're going to record a lot of deaths, Oliver. These, deaths where people, women go there to say, oh, I'm pregnant and I'm about to deliver. When you just listen to other people's experiences, when they narrate some of the things they experience when they go to JFK, when they go to Redemption, you're going to cry for your country. You're going to cry for Liberia. And then our leaders who are to focus on these things. Oh, no, they don't care. Mm-hmm. Imagine, you're talking about the Lord McConnell, right? Those people. Some of them. In fact, the speaker who should be able to summon, because you have the power to do that. You should be able to call these people and have a conversation around these things. But you don't care. Today you are saying you're not understanding somebody serious. Imagine. Serious people in that people voted for. The thing you're supposed to do, you're just making it like a joke or joking in the country. So the entire country is now like a comedy show where you get up in the morning and you're going to see this when you're going to laugh out loud. This country is a very serious country. Even when the leaders don't want to be serious, it doesn't take away the fact that Liberia is a very serious country. The people are to be treated well. The people are to be prioritized. So we don't have the president just to be here because the more the merrier. No. If we want to make, I'm sure we just have like a whole court where we're just enjoying this country. We don't care about who is our leader. But you are there to steer the affairs of this nation. You are there to make sure the people you appointed and the people you continue to appoint do the jobs they're supposed to do because you promised. Now, look at ticket you can't do here, Mr. President. You promised. Your voice was very sharp when you were explaining all the things that you were doing in the country. You're not come to rescue the country. Rescue mission, they're not joke. They're not play mission. Okay? And not play mission where you'll be going like this. No. And I believe the healthcare sector should be a priority. because I fear so much for people living in rural Liberia. Because imagine, they don't even have what it takes to have the advanced systems that were supposed to help them. Now let's go to an advanced healthcare system. They don't have that. Aye. People will dabbling deal. Leon banana swear. But I read thing I'm talking. Somebody not get money. The person deliver to Lahore or people helping the deliver. They come to you few days later. Oh, I deliver on a sao. But now I need help. I need help. Hey, me. You're not able to help the woman here. Like, what exactly will it take? It better the person be living and be looking for the money. The person will still pay you. They will be there. They will be getting help from yeah. But the person done, and the child no longer has a mother. That child is going to be motherless. Okay? The mother of the lady who died had lost a daughter. And that mother died without being able to be a proper mother to her child. Is that not sad? If all our money, our money from the president, the man, vice president, man, mama, if all our money were denied, then they will not get money or some, or will not even yet. Right? I mean, we're not even yet. Because that's the same thing that has been happening. And when you talk about it, the people who are very insensitive, they're going to be defending. What is there to defend? Should it be you? When it comes to the thing about health, Bennett, not positive Bennett. Yeah. So we're telling your rescue leaders to do the thing they're supposed to do. To improve the system. And you sit there as a rescue missionary or as a minion, and then you want to come here and talk about this and that. It means something is wrong with you. It means you have a problem. Because what if it happens to you tomorrow, to your relative tomorrow, to your friend? How are you going to feel? If you go on the social media and the video that was just played, if you go on the social media and you see some of the blogs or some of the online news outlets actually sharing this video, if you're going to read the comments, you're going to feel so bad, you're going to feel so sad, because people are validating.
And we're going to open the lines for the coming.
People are validating. It's not something where you say, oh, they just make up the story. It's not possible. Go there and read the comment, my people.
Okay.
Read the comment. You want to cry. Okay? So I'm actually sympathizing with you guys, the families of the two women. Like, condolences, and I'm sorry that you're living in this country at about this point in time. I'm sorry that you had to go through something like that. I'm sorry that you had to lose your children, your daughters, to a system that failed them.
Yep.
That system failed them. And the system continues to fail a lot of women, a lot of young girls, a lot of young mothers. And it is a problem. So if this doesn't really get the attention that it deserves, it means this is a problem. Your support, the healthcare system get. And you can write all the kind 1 million, 2 million. You can use private jet to move from here to all the places you want to visit, Mr. President. But I think you know what you promised. And you were not coerced to have promised Liberians a better Liberia. You were not voted here just to make. You were not voted here just to travel all around. We know that a president needs to travel. But what happens back home when you're appearing on different international platforms? What do you say there? Do you boast of a healthcare system that's really nice and advanced, that the people here, they're living comfortably, they don't worry when they're sick? Do you boast about something like that? I want to know, are you proud of a sector?
Okay.
You should not be.
Okay.
Seriously.
So let's do this quickly before we go to the lines, Alexa. The president it's not prioritizing healthcare. The thing we're saying, we just pray, don't get sick in the country.
Do not.
When you get sick, pray to God or go to one private hospital.
And not everybody get the money to go there. Like everybody borrowing is not fun.
Redemption Hospital budget is $420,000. Redemption Hospital budget is $420,000 for this year. Let's go for the president budget. We're going for President Bwaka budget from the Ministry of State. This year alone, consultancy services. Consultant, the president will just look at you and say, in the office, you consulting. You consulting on the one, consulting on that one. Consultancy in the office of the president, just for consultancy. Redemption Hospital's budget is $420,000. Just for consultancy, Alexa, we got $540,000 in the president budget. So consultancy alone in the president office is more than how much Redemption receiving for their operation. All special presidential projects. Which project the president got?
The warehouse.
Which project the president got? When President we are in power, Alexa, when the university then graduating, we used to see President we are paying university graduation fees. President we are giving things and doing this. Okay. Maybe we'll see what President Bwaka doing with him. But special presidential projects for 2026, $850,000. That is 2 times what Redemption is receiving. Then they got something called intelligence service.
The security.
No, so the point is, the EPS is also a different unit responsible for presidential protection and those in the stuff. EPS budget got portion there for the president, portion there for the vice president, portion there for the speaker, the deputy speaker, and so for all those who are entitled to EPS. EPS budget is already there. NSA budget is also there for intelligence. They also cover the presidency. NSA may cover in the presidency, Alexa. Everybody where you can see around the president that official or government, some of them are agents.
Oh yeah, no.
NSA covering the presidency. So NSA budget there, EPS on the budget there. Then in the president office they go for intelligence too. Intelligence services. For intelligence services in the office of the president, they put $220,000. We intelligence services. Redemption that no be 2 women die to the hospital. May their soul rest in peace. Then after intelligence services, they put computer supplies, parts, and cabling. In this year, nothing not there for it. Then they come back. They say other specialized materials. What do you call other specialized material? They didn't put nothing there for it this year. Then it says special operational services. Special operational services. For this year, special operational services is around the tune of 1,100,000 something. We get a little. With special operational services. But they are proposing for next year. They're proposing 100 for the 9,000 something. That's what they're proposing. Special services, we don't know. Then they say media relations and intelligence. For this year, they put $120,000 for media relations and intelligence. Local scholarship. They put $200,000 for local scholarship. How many of you on the Ministry of State local scholarship in this country? $200,000 there for local scholarship. Redemption not get big. Then you say celebration, comment, and state visit. They put how much there for this year? $300,000 for celebration. $300,000 in the budget for the president to celebrate. When you're having a birthday, the other one, but to Redemption Hospital, no bad. Citizens dying also, giving breath also. Then we move to scholarship. Local, okay, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, local.
Then they say workshop, conferences, and seminars.
International or
They put 25,000 out there. Like Ministry of State, the president office, 25,000 for workshop seminar. What kind of workshop, this and that? But that's what they say. Then they say food and catering services. They got other special service, other specialized materials. Then they turn around and say food and catering services. This year, what did they put there? $59,415. Entertainment representation. Can you imagine? Entertainment representation. 0 this year. Okay. So let's move. Other compensation. Other compensation. Other compensation. This year, other compensation for the president. So imagine everybody in the president office from the Ministry of State. They already on the payroll. People in the president office from the Ministry of State on the payroll already. But yet still, they still place somewhere in the payroll, in the budget called other compensation. Who are you compensating for? What services? Do you know how much they place in the budget for other compensation?
People that can go visit with
Other compensation, do you know what they place in the budget for other compensation? They place $589,284 when redemption got only $420. Redemption has so get paracetamol, injection, chloroquine, this whole year. $420,000. But they say other compensation. Who are they compensating in the president's office? We don't know. How much do they have there? $589,284. Now let's move on. Then you say grants. Okay, vehicle insurance. Vehicle insurance, $25,000. President Baga vehicle, that you're insuring. Then you got grants. Under grants. Elsa, you want to see what under grants? Under grant, they got $2,050,590 under grant.
So is it something that the president is giving grants to?
Giving grant to who?
Market women.
Under grant, who are you talking to?
No.
Grant.
No.
Who is the president giving grant to?
Like maybe you're giving
who the president office giving grant to? So you put grant $2,050,590. $2,050,590 for grant in the president office. When we get big grant, who are they giving grant to? You now see the president give money to any people in $2 million US for grant. Who are they giving the grant to? When Redemption Hospital cannot even get one bay, even if they have placed the 2 women on one bay, some kind of way they would have gotten some form of treatment. Some kind of way, but they were abandoned to die also. May the soul rest in peace. Then we go over to the next one. Transfer of Liberia National Tourism Authority. Oh, yes, what? Last year, they put $150,000 there.
It's in the president's budget.
They put it in the budget last year. $150,000 to transfer it. That's the outturn. It was not budgeted for in 2024, but because they spent it, so they included it. You wasting money.
And just a minute, just a minute. I know someone will be listening to be like, but that's the president, like Dillon said. And also they want to do like a comparison. The thing is, Mr. Boakai said he would have
prioritized
the
citizens.
And he was going to do things differently.
Thank you.
So there's no need for any comparison.
So even when we are in President
Ellie, exactly that.
We're spending billions.
That's my point.
He said he came to rescue.
He said he would change everything and make sure, he is going to move in the right trajectory where Liberians are prioritized.
How can you get goods and you get other services, other special services, then you get food and drinks?
I'm concerned about that grant one.
But imagine
we have to take a particular day for market women to call us.
And know what are they're receiving?
Yeah, small thing.
But imagine the president got entertainment in your office.
Yeah, you got that.
Money for entertainment. Then you got money for entertainment representation. Then you got money.
Yeah, last time I chew. They were flagging blind people and talking about grant.
Yeah, grant. Thank you. You see it? You're beating blind people in front of the mansion, and you say you're talking about grant. In the budget, the president got money there for good, for entertainment.
Yeah, his happiness.
Yeah,
He needs to be
then,
happy.
Then they get another one to call presidential visitation and this and that. You get visitation.
Compensation is up to 500 plus thousand.
Other compensation.
Yeah.
But the point is, you got entertainment there. You got celebration and visits. Then you got food. So
catering services for the president.
So if you got money for catering services and food, everything, then you got money for a celebration. The celebration, you got the money for that what?
And
the same food they buying to do what. So how you get extra money for food, then you get extra money for look, my man. And that's how the country will keep getting silly.
A man who said he could have used wheelbarrow to go to work as long as it is about doing the people's
when you
work.
think about how much money they are spending on unnecessary things. Look at local scholarship. You check out how many children benefiting from that local scholarship.
Imagine Nicotech local.
Check it out.
So what happened?
In fact, they got to bring Nicotech to extract money. Real extortion. That's what they were on. Took money from people sharing. Put on a false impression that they were traveling out of the country to go for studies. Maybe you got to boss the whole thing.
Then
you say you're giving local scholarship.
He has presidential ambition to become a president of the country.
And so with the situation the situation that happened at Redemption, it is only pathetic.
Yeah, it is.
All we are asking, let us government be truthful to her campaign promises. You promise the people that you will give them a rescued Liberia, that is already rescued. You give it to them. Why are you doing things more than those you criticize? Why are you doing it?
That's where
with all of the noise you cause about president, we are president, we are dead president, we are that president, we are not a single day did we hear that in Monrovia somebody went for treatment to Redemption, a hospital at Redemption. And the person died also because they could not. There was no bed, they could not do this. And the body laying outside like that.
Oh
God. I still to be corrected. But things we see happening these days are things we did not see yesterday and day before yesterday. So where's the rescue? Where is it? But we'll leave you right there and go take few calls. Our time is up. Our time is up. But before we go, Alexa, in just few minutes, Mr. Cummings wrote the LACC.
Yeah,
asking them to go and investigate President Baka. Then I'll wrap up and we'll go to the lines.
I know the people are going to bark. I know they're going to be angry over the fact that Mr. Cummings, said that or he wrote something about that. But Oliver, I think that's just re-emphasizing what we've been talking about, because this particular project in Foya Lofa County has a lot of different stories. The inconsistencies are loud, and sometimes you even forget some of the stories to talk about, because you have another version from the president himself. You have another version from the people who are to be the mouthpiece of the president, the Ministry of Information. The people do not know more. And then you have another version from Brown, who said, in fact, the original owners are the different SOEs we have, because they put together to surprise the president. That was like a gift to the president. And every now and then they will put money together and send, to a particular consolidated account when Grisby was alive, and all the different stories. For the most part, this particular project has confusing stories that even Liberians do not know what to believe. And you reference the yellow machines situation. Like these two situations, they're similar in so many ways, yet they're different, because Mr. President said he agreed at some point. In fact, that was a project that is not it's not his project, in other words, but it is the Minor River project, Minor River Union. And then you had another person who did not speak authoritatively, because he said, to my knowledge. So it means it is something from maybe a secondary source that has said, oh, I think now the president for the Minor River and this and that. The logic here is, it is not okay, or it would never happen, to have a project that is owned by all the member states of the Minor River Union, and then that project was not initiated. You didn't see anybody breaking ground for the project. You didn't see the presence of these three, other member states to be present to start to commission the project. It is not possible. So I think Mr. Cummings is basically in a direction that is okay, and I think that is also something that Liberians have been asking, because everybody wants to know the actual story. Everybody wants to know who is the actual owner. Is it Mr. President? Is it also a surprise for him? Is that his personal project? Or is it something that is owned by Mono River, as per their narratives given to the general public? So everybody wants to know. And I'm sure by next week we're going to talk more about this as well, because we're focused mostly on the other ones for the day. But I think Mr. Cummings rightly put it, because everybody wants to know, and that should be investigated. But the question is LCC going to definitely dive into that, Oliver? That's a major question, because you also talk about the representative who had taken a list, when they were on their dramatic
Luther Collins.
Exactly, dramatic thing of Capitol with the removal of COVA. And up to today, we don't know the status of that. We have not heard anything. We don't have any update. So what exactly is it going to be? Is this going to be independently investigated? Is this going to involve, the public? Are we going to be updated? Or are they even going to actually agree to investigate this? That's the question, because the way the country looking at, that's anything you can talk about. When you talk about it, about where you go. So let's see how it works. Yeah.
Okay, so Representative Yaka Koluba has informed the Liberian people that he has been informed by his sources that President Bouaka has finally agreed to the president of Guinea that the disputed piece of land in Lofa is for Guinea, but the president is hiding it from the Liberian people. This is what Representative Yaka Koluba said on Spoon FM last night. We are quoting him. But listen, the FOIA issue, ANC taking the matter to the LECC, I think it is a waste of time. The ANC should be writing the State Department. Mr. Cummings is very good at doing that. He did that against the CDC. Some of the things he wrote, people wrote against the CDC were things that needed further investigation, which they did not do. In this situation, there is a whole lot of complexity surrounding the FOIA project. We are hoping that he will do more investigation, that they will send people to do independent investigation and gather additional facts. Let's report these people to the State Department. Let's report them to the Treasury Department.
That's what the answer is.
Let's report them to the U.S. Congress. Let's report them to ECOWAS. It is unfair to the Liberian people, especially when we just talk about hospitals refusing to treat people because of lack of beds. $10 million plus US is being wasted in the bush to build a serious complex. A complex that doesn't have an owner.
Homeless, no mother.
Homeless, nobody own it. Manawa, you no. If for the president, no. If for the other one, no. But somebody built it. During the process of construction, the Liberian security forces, specifically the ERU and PSU, armed policemen were present from start up to now.
Yes, someone said the minister of is it public works?
Mm-hmm. He said a national
security implications.
National security implication.
Yeah, he said that.
He declined to answer because public works ministry is supposed to make sure that they give you permit to do some kind of BB construction. They asked him what are the project in Lofa who he said against security implication. Federal Brown said people around the president decided to surprise him with $10 million project.
That's a bouncing baby boy.
One of the president, deputy minister at the Ministry of Information, whose job the only thing about know how to do is to cause Cummings, cause President Weah, and cause other people.
On the same OKFM, he said to my knowledge.
He said to a knowledge,
that
was a Emmanuel Young project. President Bouaka took him up. He said he didn't know about it, but he will investigate. But the man who said he did not know about it, the time the land was clean, no, how they call decor shower, nothing. He went there to visit. They begin with the Watch Buffet developmental Asibu. You're all over the place doing,
Stop.
Showing it. So the point is, at that particular level, there are too many conflicting statements about the situation. Just there is a need that the Liberian people get to know who funded that project, who's the owner of the project, what's the intent of the project, and so forth. We support Mr.
They
Cummings.
not get but what get security people for
Unfortunately, the LACC will do no such thing.
Are they going to agree or not?
Let me tell you something. President Boubacar has been successful enough in politicizing most of these integrated institutions. I'll say this for a fact. Let's be very careful. The courts, our courts, the legal system in this country is at risk. If we are not careful, the court will not be safe for people to go seek redress in this country. The level of the level of political maneuverings, the level at which the court is being politicized, is unheard of. Political manipulation happening on a daily basis. And so I doubt it. The LSCC would not. They would not launch any investigation. If they were to do so, it's for the clout. If they will attempt to do so, it's for the cameras. They really do not care. They won't. LSCC is a toothless bulldog. They have prosecutorial power, which was given to them by the previous administration, but they have been cornered. The lady in charge, she's looking at real hardcore corrupt cases being orchestrated by individuals in this government. She would not go calling those cases out. She would do nothing about it. The late Sylvester Grisby took $500,000 from NASCO when President Boubacar was never president of this country. LSCC refused to go and deal with Vabomos to book. Vabomo had no authority to take the taxpayers' money. The people who were retired, their retirement benefit, he had no right taking it to have $500,000 car for Joe Boubacar and Sylvester Grisby when they were not even president and minister of state. The lady Zoe at LSCC could not even launch an investigation into that matter. No, she could not launch an investigation into that particular situation. There are several other corrupt cases, allegation of corruption from the angle of this administration. The Minister of Public Works came out and said people who are giving contract to cash and give it to the Minister of Public Works. LSCC could not investigate the other one. A lawmaker say his friend brought $15,000 to him, and the bought $300 from it. So that way, they took the 14,700, the list of people who were signing illegal speaker removal. They took everything to the LSCC. Till today's date, LSCC cannot tell us the status of that investigation. Mr. Cummings, don't waste your time. LSCC will not investigate Joe Boubacar property in Lofa. They will not. Because they are spineless. Oh yes, they are spineless. Toothless. From all indication, they have been cornered. They have been teleguided. President Boubacar directs them and they act. They have been controlled. So what do you expect? That they will go investigate the Omen properties he built in Lofa for a retirement? They won't do such thing. I wish you well, Mr. Cummings. I wish you all of the luck. Best wishes. Best of luck. But you see that mansion in Foya? The LSCC will not investigate it. The LSCC will now investigate it. We'll leave it right there. Let's take a break. When we come back from our break, we bring you we'll open up the lines for you to make your input on the two issues. People dying at Redemption Hospital. The president is building $10 million property in Foya. Mr. Cummings is concerned. He wants the government to tell him and tell the Liberian people where they got the money from. Where did you guys take the money from? Tell us where you got the money from. If you cannot tell us where you got the money from, then it's a problem. Then it is a serious issue. We'll take this quick break. This quick break. The song was done by Picado. He calls it Major Hairlines. We'll take this break and we come back. We take calls. Keep playing. *255 *1#. Let's see if we got somebody who has won already. But keep playing *255 *1#. to win between $2,500 to $10,000 on this platform.
Can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. Hey yo, excuse me, Mr. Journalist. I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release today. Although I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused now. And I just wanna ask you some questions. Oh, they say based on money, they say based on presidency, they say based on technology, they say based on war. Tell me, we got major headlines. Oh, we got major story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines.
We got major headlines.
Major story.
Major stories. 2 individuals died at Redemption. No care. No hospital beds. Mr. Cummings is concerned. He's concerned about who is building the $10 million property in Foya.
Come and see
He will want the LACC to bring out the information. Will the LACC do it?
Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see.
President Bwaga promised good healthcare delivery when he became president.
Children have no education.
Till today,
children have no.
Mothers are giving birth outside of the Redemption Hospital.
To eat. We got major.
People are dying outside of the hospital that's supposed to treat them.
There is no job, no money for hustlers.
Marketeers are being beaten on a daily basis. The Ministry of Transport disarmed. Lebanese fixing biscuit for
How many people do you love?
for driver license plate.
How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help?
And so forth.
Most especially women. No job, no money.
We're gonna go to the lines and start to take your calls. Liberians, call in and let's have a conversation. Why should people keep dying in Monrovia?
How many people do you love?
Under a rescue government?
How many people do you cherish?
Enjoy the song from Picado. When we are done with the song,
most especially
we go to the lines and take your call.
No job, no money. No cost, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. You don't know stories? You've been writing stories for rapper pages. Keep writing stories about people who not too concerned. We got a lot of people in the ghetto, people on the block, people in the street. If y'all know what I know, follow me, and I'll take you to places where people are suffering. We got lame people, blind people. I mean, people that in need, man. People too much in need. Come on, yeah. How many people do you love, man? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially women. No job, no money. No just no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money. No just no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. I can't stand no more, cause no more food.
Okay, I can't stand no more because no more food.
Cause no more money. I can't stand no more.
086 500 104 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. People giving birth outside of the hospital. people are dying outside of the hospital under Joe Boyka's Liberia. This person, hello, how are you? How you doing? Hello, go ahead. Let's hear you.
We want to that rejection hospital. The doctor is very wicked. That United Doctor woman, very very wicked.
Wow.
Yeah, she did it to us for the theater. She did it to us there. Yeah, that was usually happen. And she's so supporter of United Party. Only is Columbia. Care. She was put away.
Wow. Oh, sorry about that. We'll investigate. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
Hello, okay.
Let's hear you, sir. This your one. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. And I just say because they already told the people from the beginning. And I just say because they were talking from the beginning and you've been happy on. You see the kind of thing that going on. The first thing they did to all is that when he became president, he told $22 million that he said it's true. That money going in vain. You're talking, we get on nothing. Then we still on this foreign money while people dying in the country. So the only thing now we got to telling our president or the Republic of Liberia, we George Manuel Buya, 2029, you will not be with us. You will say, we don't want to run our campaign. And then the way you will be doing that, we don't want to do our work. Because I power and get on I will not accept it.
Okay. We leave you right there. President, we are supporters are threatening that they will not allow you in the country. They themselves take things in their hands. This person, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
I'm fine. This is David.
Go ahead, David.
I join you with my resident evening. You see, he'll get one guy, he's a symbol of the devil. Because a man who worked with the devil to become president, what do you expect? The guy that symbol of the devil. The brother do not believe in humanity. The brother is a terrible brother. He's very terrible, and because of his terribleness, see how far we go today in this country. Everything that helps us scatter. Mr. Walker, most of these things will happen. Even in hospital and later die because of 10,000, I think you will put it in a case. The elderly man took his daughter to the hospital in Liver because of $10,000. The people did not allow the girl to go in. She declared until she died. Another lady died just recently near the hospital only because the mother never had money. And because the lady died, the mother don't feel her, she died. The pregnant woman delivered rest out of the hospital. These people, they came to kill people. They did not come to rescue. And I listen to the president today talking about they shouldn't mob people on Facebook. They should continue to do their work. And when God will reward them. What God? Does God have reward for these kind of wicked people? God does not have reward for wicked people. President Boyka is a wicked man. He's a symbol of the devil. Because he told us that you're going to work with the devil to become president. And he became president because he is in a coffin. This is why the entire country is dying. This is why my people continue to go through what we are going through. Just recently we tried to tell you what will happen for $10. Yeah. Moreover, they don't have water. But the first son of Obi and one moment said, the entire Liberia got water.
Thank you.
People want to get water just to feed it for $10.
Thank you. Thank you, David King. Let's leave you right there. Man CC is calling. Let's talk to you, Man CC, quickly.
I agree, okay.
We're good. Let's hear you.
This is Man CC on the line with you. I'm calling for Clarence.
Mm-hmm.
No, I will say to my son, my brother David King, you're going to weaken my son. But you must say, you parade the whole of Morovia. And we told for them they were wicked ticket. You shouldn't go for it. And when something you must say, like, we are people defend our time when you stop it up. So you're not wicked. Boyka is good, man. Like, you are wicked. Play the song, like, we are go sometimes for be playing it now. Okay? For me, because I saw for him, listen to also for me, I'm going to happy that I was prepared today. To see Kumi to a belated me Kumi. A very belated. To a year when they did who is the country. They never say anything to Waka. The way to me, I say, oh, then a question on the people in this and that, and a catch who did who is in the country. For me, it's belated. They just shut their mother and get up in front of people yet. Go when the man did it. Quality. You were here at Kumi. Why now you want to say now, oh, you want to delegation and this and that. I don't want to have a deal in the country. For me, I'm fine. I can't hear it. I don't go for it. Happy when I say last day happy. You're not for anything about it. Who's a Kumi man?
No, but okay, we'll leave you right there, man. Sisi. I mean, there is always a time when people want to ask questions. So maybe Cummins decided that day is the best time to ask. This person, hello, how are you? How you doing?
Good evening, Kai. Elijah, how are you?
We are great. Let's hear you, sir. Go ahead.
Let me use this time to appreciate you people for giving all clear information about things that are happening like my name is about sharing and I join you for support rich.
Go ahead.
It is very frustrating, Kai, for you to campaign for a government wanting people want to stay in sun. Then the minute you're supposed to get, you're not able to get it. It's very frustrating. Now what happened to the two people over there? The campaign voted to change your life.
No, but we do not know whether the two persons that died, whether they supported Joe Baka. We do not know.
As long election finish, we got a winner. It means that everybody, all the libraries selected as
Okay. If it is from that angle, then no problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, but they voted for them. They voted for the hero. Everybody, I voted for my life to be changed. For my life is not changed. Let me be frank. This government lack of integrity. Our president told, let the law be the law. But now when it comes to the government side, the law is not the law. But when the opposition do something, then they say, let the law be the law. Is the integrity president will have? This is the man I told that he gave sword to God to go sell it to Fula men. We look at all that one, we say, okay, if you were criminal before, but at least you have changed. We need leader. We make you leader in the facility. We call you all that resources for the citizen life to be better, for the citizen to go to hospital and meet God treatment. Now it's not happening, people die. You clean that library, you clean that George has for the country. But the man has for the country, honor his administration, honor his regime. This kind of a thing never happen, kind. Not even a single community hospital. You heard that somebody died. So the hospital no more. Now me discussing the big hospital.
Thank you.
This is people running propaganda, running politics. When you order for treatment, they say, you show we are man. We're not treating you. We want you to buy the man. So for me, I'm very, very disappointed. It's hurting me. But that's the deal that we voted for. Thank you for putting me aside.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Too many things happening in the country. A lot of tragic issues going on in the republic. People are dying before the hospital gates when we have a rescue president in power. This person, hello, how are you? How you doing?
How you doing, sir?
We're great, my dear brother. Let's hear you, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, my name is Fanny Kamara. I'm calling you from Kawe. I'm not really calling for holiday. I'm calling for help.
Okay, please call us back later on. Or call Colina Kratuba. She could help. This person, hello, how are you? How you doing? We're great, my dear brother. Let's hear you, sir.
I want to mention this issue regarding the joint broadcast program. I have a serious issue to discuss on the radio. What joint broadcast is a prayer of fire boss senator to be as a deputy chairperson, board member in the party. Now we want to get in for party with trust years and again got to put the last in another guy like the district of now. Yeah, I even got a video recording and all.
Who the woman?
What man I'm put this one a deputy chairperson, board member for FPRC. I even got a call on a woman. I got a arrest order for her. She resisted arrest. She probably got in the ceiling there for the men and let her kill me. They told me to get me the mental home. You know, you to go to court, man, she probably got to say, I can't remember someone your kid, man, I'll give you a social amount of money. So one of the friends of mine who work in the metro will bring me.
So we will find means to talk about that your issue. Well, let leave you right there and take the other caller. Quickly, go ahead. This person, 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
I'm patient grateful to go memory concern and bring for justice.
Go ahead, quickly.
Okay. You see the question massively asked. Is wrong? Asking Kumi that implemented. You were when Kumi was running around with sanctions to bring the government to power. You're doing good for Alexander Zoe. Why not the LCC woman? Okay.
Oh yeah, she's a head.
Okay, Kumi not going to do good for that woman. You want your mother to lose her job. You know that you're not part of the untouchable. Okay. If they say I'm Emma Glassful was in the government, saying horses, and he Kumi for investigation, I want it was kind of being on speed. But you know, if I don't tell you, they come in there going around buying something for the people. Then why not ask me? If you let that girl get massive in that role,
okay.
If you let that woman know that when you bring the men to power, the men will pay. Property, I don't put the main power for the why you want question the man? I don't put the main power for the book. People say somebody want what you want, bro.
Okay. Somebody will wear. I don't know what you're talking about. What a brown shoe, a brown shirt. Okay, think about how many Liberians are currently hungry. Oh yes. Now you think about how many Liberian students have dropped out of the university this semester because no fees. We're in a country with a rescue president. Let's go back to the lines and talk to more and more of our people. This person, hello, how are you? How you doing?
Yeah, that's my Bessie.
Go ahead, man, Bessie. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you, David. They give me less. We have a lot too much. Give me down, put that down. That day, I said, they were judging Baga. Almost 2 years, I'm burying the horse. Say, lady.
But ain't that lady a man, Bessie? The message asking question, ain't that too late?
Yeah. To ask question what we're talking now, the time you're getting yourself waking it. They put the nurse enough for Bagata. Say, they were supposed to cut off. Yeah.
So you think the time?
I hear that,
so you
small food show.
So you think the time asking it late?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, my Bessie.
Well, we're making all now.
Okay, thank you.
That songs I don't know that we doing. So we not saying what to do that one yet. But you're generally keep on coming. All right, the special finishing. They might deny. Why are you talking now? So thank you, my son.
Okay, thank you, man, Bessie. Let's leave you and talk to the person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
Good evening, okay. This is Robert McCoy calling about 17th Street Market Avenue.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to join my CC, and Omar the yellow line. I don't know. You want to defend your Maryland brother?
No, I'm not defending Mr. Cummings. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. There is always a time for everything.
Hey, you my friend, but today, we only had C in our hand for that coming man business. Where were he? All the ugly thing that they put there. If I had seen Joseph Boakai that talking to court that he finger document that today issue, if I the last time. Doing the country meet, Kumi was the one that worked with Joseph Boakai to show what? You see, Kumi is from the southeast. George, we are from the southeast. Look at what Joseph Boakai been doing to his southeastern brothers around here. He's not talking. Today now you want to talk. It'll be later as man season said.
But advocacy should be on the basis of tribalism.
So why are you telling me?
No, I'm just asking you. So because coming from the side, so I mean, when the side people back will be treating bad and you talk about it.
No, not that. But I'm trying to tell you, from the onset of this government, been doing wicked thing to George Weah, especially George Weah follower.
Okay.
He has not been talking. Now he said
so why Mr. Cummings just started talking, and so you still not satisfied that he started talking?
I'm not satisfied. There's not time for you to talk. It's all talk long time.
It was a better late than never. You not believe it?
I say it's all talk long time. But you want to the last time when you walk with Joseph Boakai to the county meet, when you were telling us You telling us that they stay part, they see people, they say supporting.
There is
so you shouldn't be the one to talk. If people will not get listening here to your brother coming because he not mean well for us. Thank you.
We leave you right there. That's your opinion. But let's talk to this person. You are from the ANC, Lawrence Spencer. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
You know, there's a hypocrisy that made people die in front of redemption today. In fact, people die all across the country. There's a sea hypocrisy. Okay? And I'm guilty, right? Because some of us, we lambast, we are heavily doing we are done. And here much, we are not totally guilty because we provided a different option. But the fact that the same thing we criticize we have is happening on 3 today is there were other us should fit ourselves in. So this man, you and I appreciate Mr. Kumi and the ANC for speaking out. Here much, for me, I agree with Guy, we should take the thing 2 steps further to engage some of our international partners, but at least. So effort has been made from the angle of the party. I'm not a official spokesperson of the party, but I am a youth executive of the party. And these are things we have done consistently. The Youth Congress always have a year-end gathering. A month-end gathering to speak to national issues. And some of us, when we invite you to our activity, you don't turn out. You in particular, you got to how they do. So if not, we say you are invited next week to the state of the youth report, the ANC headquarters.
Send me a reminder message. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So quickly, look. Some of what you said, look, Pierre will continue to roll down our chief because we are observing, we are witnessing carnage in our country today. Every sector has been broken down. Every sector, like right now, we can safely say we are returned to the status of being a failed state, and there's no politics. Look at what happening to the foreign concessions they just signed. They put plywood, they put on car across the city. Can you imagine that? When you look across Vata, when people are dying of retention, all of this, it's not the government that people jump all around this place for. And Baga said that does nothing. They put money, all of these agencies, they go after there and they lock their pockets. What all like when people continue to die. So we have to join together to speak to these things. Yeah, I agree with that, but again, there's national hypocrisy and conspiracy against the country crime. What the very UN ambassador that was issuing a dossier of press statement every weekly Monday against the real regime. Somebody want to miss governance are happening. Why the UN ambassador tell their crime? Why somebody again must have the to ask you people you go America and ask a hard question.
No, but who tell you say scared?
Why do people tell the John Kelly? American ambassador didn't say anything. People are dying. Pregnant women are giving birth in the open public. UN ambassador tells me if that international conspiracy against the Liberian people or why America not telling us?
Okay, thank you.
Government.
Thank you.
We'll see this year. They want to get their visa and them, but we have to tell the truth to them.
That's right. Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll leave you right there. Lawrence Spencer of the Alternative National Congress. Let's leave you and talk to another person. Hello, how are you?
Okay, how are you doing?
We're great. Quickly, let's hear you.
AP from Chicoso Forestry. We are the concerned Liberian for justice.
Eddie, after you, we'll take one more, then we'll go home. Go ahead, Eddie, quickly.
Okay. Let me tell you something. They put me there very well to come out to talk. That long time they should not come out to talk for me.
So if if the man he talked 2 years ago and he decided to start talking now,
so
the man want to know who built Braga House.
I agree. Who is speaking on it? That commission is speaking on it. Who is speaking on it? You think is that happening for president that in actual property to pay 10 million? What is he getting that money from? So what is that people are doing? We can run on the paper. Now run on the paper. Somebody that scared go to get water to get $10 million project. We sitting here with clean for it, okay?
So what do you want us to do?
I want for us to run against him to speak.
Okay, that's why you're speaking.
Okay?
That's why. Thank you. We'll leave you right there. We'll talk to the president. Go ahead. Let's hear you, ma'am. Let's hear you 1 minute.
Hello, okay.
How are you?
Yeah, and that's apa. This is mine, there.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Calling from St. Paul's Fish. Okay, let me tell you, come and get bluffing.
Oh.
Even though wait.
Yeah. So the thing come and say, it don't make sense.
It makes sense.
For
but
for
why
Joe
now?
Parker to tell, oh, why he took the money from the baby, or
Why now?
but there is no better
And
time.
yeah, we were running beyond 18, yeah? You're running beyond 18. Then what today? And you see, all the things they did now, it coming today. So that, hey, Papa, it coming.
Okay,
Thank you. Our people say when the breeze blow with the chicken and fellow with flour, it will lift up. Then we'll see everything. Bye.
Okay, man. Helena, we'll leave you right there. Edmond Carr is on the WhatsApp line. You are the last caller, Edmond. Go ahead. Let's hear you quickly.
Thank you. And I remain the visually impaired that are pushing for the return of my president, George Mano. We are a problem of concern Liberian for justice. Strange things are happening in this country, and those of us who can go to Sunday school now, they're Boaka. We tend to associate some of it to spiritual issue, especially when you go back to the video, to the recording of the man of God, because it is strange. You see him be dropping at hospital gate there, like was chicken sickness enter. What a meaning of that? So it's a serious issue. So this is why you didn't see any of these things happening here during President Wiatan, the government that they refer to as a cheering government. Although there were challenges when you go out of the hospital, the same story, no bed. But at least people were sitting in the chair, receiving attention until they can find bed for you. Why did they go and see anybody dropping a hospital door there during President Wiatan? Yeah. No. It's not the first time, the last time. You can barely witness that a woman delivered at the entry of that same hospital where women got to put face around the wall. Then when you talk it, they saw the case and the supporter will come and say, and this is why we agree with Cummings. But like he said, let him go one step further because we are in the opposition. What our opposition come with, we support it. We agree with you because why cannot take $10 million of our money and go and put it in the forest? Then you hear us say, Mano River Union contribution. So we want to know how much Sabalun put there, how much Guinea put there, so as to avoid confusions tomorrow because I will not be here forever. So we want to know. So we are also calling on Cummings since he's having that contact and that experience up there, let him take one step further. Put the case to the State Department, to the Treasury Department, to Congress, and those of you too that are followers of Freedom FM and other media in this country. We are appealing to you people. You take the information, call your representative, call your lawmaker, and say the President Boaka is playing with the Liberian people. They are dropping their various hospital while he building mansion in the forest that we got no hay, no day for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there, and we're going to go home on the week's edition. We'll be here on Monday of next week. Alexa, we got to go home.
So we'll be back here next week. And but someone said something that was very funny to me. The person was like, when Mr. Parker said, Kumi's fingers the document. I remember that was a very dramatic moment in Liberia. But yeah, we'll be back here next week.
Okay, so until that happens, we'll be here next week with the full house. My name is Kai. Alexa, voice was the one that came before this particular song. Until then, enjoy yourself. Don't get sick. The hospitals are no longer safe. Rainy season, the current is no longer stable. And so the country is now deteriorating instead of progressing. Unfortunately, we have a president who is supposed to be a rescue father. I'll leave you right here. Those of you who do not have school fees, you dropped from school because you couldn't afford your school fees. Let's pray until the country gets better. For those of you who are hungry, got no food, we pray somebody will be able to lend you some food. Whatever problem you're going through, the country of Liberia cannot solve. Pray that your leaders will lend sense. Pray that it will start to apportion money to the places that the money will be properly used and not for their own personal selfish interests. Until we see you, like I said earlier on, have yourself a wonderful time. Stay out of trouble. The country is risky.